The following Bible Bite is a brief excerpt from one of our Standing Firm Bible study videos. I pray that the Holy Spirit will use it to help you be more like Jesus and to stay in the battle. If the book of Romans had ended right here at verse 20 in chapter 3, we'd probably think, wow, this is the saddest, most depressing thing I've ever read, I guess. But of course, God had no intention of stopping there. These were important chapters. These are important verses. We've got to understand this before we move on. But at last, we have reached those two wonderful words that begin verse 21. But now, but now, before we can ever come to Christ, we must see ourselves as sinners. But more than that, it's not just enough to see ourselves as sinners. We have to see ourselves as sinners without any hope. We have no hope. And God has used Paul to do a very powerful job of helping us see ourselves like that, seeing that truth about us in these first three chapters up to this point. Verse 21, but now, yes, we certainly were sinners, but now, yes, we were without any hope, but now, and yes, up until now, all was darkness, depression, death, discouragement, hopelessness. But now, the righteousness of God has been manifested apart from the law. Although the law and the prophets bear witness to it, the righteousness of God through faith in Jesus Christ for all who believe. But now the righteousness of God has been revealed, and it's apart from the law. It's the righteousness that comes through faith in Jesus Christ for all who believe. I mean, it's worth reading those words over and over. These are incredibly wonderful words, especially to hear them after everything God's revealed to us in these first three chapters up to this point. And interestingly, Paul underlines that this is not really new. I mean, it's good news because most people haven't gotten it yet. They haven't understood it yet. It hasn't sunk in their hearts yet. But in truth, Paul's going to point out, it was planned from the foundation of the world. So God gave us the law and the prophets, in other words, the Old Testament, what the Jews call the Tanakh, to point us to his way of righteousness. And ultimately, to point us to Jesus and the cross, his way of righteousness. It's all the way through the Old Testament. It's all right there. If you'd like to watch the rest of this Bible study, or view the Standing Firm Bible Study playlist, or subscribe to my YouTube page, you may use the click boxes you will see here if you're watching this as a YouTube video. If you happen to be watching on Facebook, you can find those very same links in the text block that appears with the video. We would love for you to visit our class in person, so there's a link in the text block to a page where you can learn more about our class. If you prefer, you may text me or leave me a voicemail at 423-261-5562. That number's on your screen. May God bless you as you seek to glorify him. Stay in the battle.